Hey, this is Mr. Whaley. I want to talk about, what am I going to talk about? It's the courtroom testimony, but specifically how to write a claim evidence reasoning, and we're going to use our space alien CER as an example. So here we have a student example which received a 100% based on the rubric. I'm going to run through their example first and then look at the rubric. The girl's dad is a space alien. That's the claim statement based on this Audi commercial. The evidence, how was the evidence collected and observed, and how was the evidence analyzed and processed? He speaks a weird language. It's a previously unknown form of communication. He drinks green stuff that she's unfamiliar with and finds gross. He claims he's from Albuquerque, but she doesn't buy it since he stares up at the night sky so much, smiling. He has a spaceship that's beyond human comprehension and technology. Reasoning. Explain how and why your evidence supports the claim statement. The reason the dad was gurgling was because that's his native language. The reason the dad drinks the green stuff is because it's from his home planet, which the food is different. The reason the dad is staring up at the sky is because he's from space and he craves to go back. The reason the dad drives such a weird vehicle is because it's actually an alien spacecraft, which humans are unable to operate. And then I added for a little feedback to tie this reasoning together. Therefore, the non-human and otherworldly nature of the girl's dad support the claim that he, she, or it is a space alien. So I added that in order to really tie together this reasoning in a one-sentence statement based on the student's reasoning. I'm not necessarily going to do that for you every time, but since I was using this as an example, I wanted to provide that. Now, this one received 100. If you go back to writing help, there are several resources that you can use to get better at your writing in this specific project. So first of all, there's the project style, reminding you of how the sketch assignments worked and the CERs, how they worked. That's 7 minutes long. There's a forensic files CER example, but I just want to open the rubric for CERs. And this applies to all science. I've talked about this in class and the relevancy. I've given examples of my dad being a toxicologist and how he communicated to his boss, who, if need be, would communicate in a courtroom testimony the scientific conclusion based on forensic evidence. Okay, so here's the rubric. What is your claim about the problem? If the problem is identified with accuracy and precision, that's a 100. If the problem is unclear, that's a 70. And if the claim statement is completely missing, that's a 50. So this one, the girl's dad is a space alien. That would be the problem is identified with accuracy and precision. If it had said the dad is an alien, well then the problem is unclear. Okay, what do we mean by alien? That's not defined. It could be someone from another country in America illegally, or whichever country the girl is in. Okay, and discuss evidence. How evidence was collected and how it was analyzed. Was the significant evidence collected and analyzed carefully? Now, my directions said it needs at least 4 items for the space alien CER. I see 4 items here. Weird language, green stuff, staring up at the sky. These are observations that anyone could observe according to the thinking of the girl. Also the spaceship technology. Okay, so that is a 100. If it had only had 3, for example, this one, there are 3. Dad speaks a gurgle-like language. That's really well worded. The dad said he was from Albuquerque, however, he stared into the sky. That's really well worded. Dad has a vehicle with advanced technology beyond human invention. Really well worded. But we're just missing something. There's something left out. We don't want to do that. The FBI gets in trouble for that, right? So over the years, they sometimes did this with hair evidence. And then finally, reasoning. The reason the dad was gurgling was because that's his native language. So explain, provide reasoning why the evidence supports the claim and how strongly it supports the claim or not. So reasoning connects all evidence to conclusion. Yep, there were 4, right? So all the points of evidence were reasoned. If the results of the investigation are inconclusive, the reasoning for specific further investigation is also provided. I don't think I have it quite ready. Oh, maybe this one will work. So I'm going to show you this example. So this reasoning, their number 1 is dad might do something that is not unusual to see or know at the age of the little girl. So the little girl, this is reasoning saying, look, the little girl, she's just not old enough to realize there are human reasons for her dad's behavior. And I said, this is good reasoning on your part to the student, but we are trying to identify the girl's reasoning and put it into words. Now, at the same time, I'll tell you, that's still reasoning. So how it could work is, like according to the rubric, that student can say, look, some of the results of the girl are conclusive, but this one is inconclusive because the behavior can be explained as human. It's possible to explain it as human behavior. So this is the point of, I don't have to agree with you. You just need to take me through the reasoning where you processed all the points of evidence, significant points of evidence in your evidence discussion, and you connected it all either to the claim statement or you suggested that some supported the claim statement but some didn't. You might give reasoning for specific further investigation, which is kind of what that student did. Kind of gave reason for further investigation but didn't necessarily state it as recognizing this part of the evidence doesn't, and this reasoning doesn't quite support the claim statement, in which case they would have gotten a 100. Then an 85 would be the reasoning discussion is incomplete or misuses the evidence somewhat. And then there's no chance for a 70, and then reasoning is missing as a 50. I hope you can appreciate this video. Pay attention in class and to these videos. I hope you stay safe. I hope you make it well, money.
Goes on long after the ink has dried. It actually takes